5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See, this was the scores on the board or the table.
So both myself and Kev are both all four cards still, but no points. Random Genius has no points and is down to one card. Vija has two cards, but does have a point, but probably in the lead, because it's kind of hard to tell in this game, is Shadowfox with 3 cards and 1 point.
Yeah, there's not really a points to cards conversion rate. So
Not
Not
really,
really.
no.
Who is... So everyone's got the cards down. Who's starting this round? I forget.
I think,
I think it's Kev.
I think
Is it me?
Actually, did Vija go all in last time and get?
No,
all
no,
in?
I
No,
went
Random Genius.
all in at some point.
Yeah, so it must have been... Yeah, because you pulled 6. That was Kev last, so it was your turn to start, Random Genius.
Oh, good.
So
We
you
should
got a
probably
bid.
remembered that.
Yeah,
Because since he has to bet immediately.
yeah, true.
True.
He just bets low.
3.
Okay, Vija.
I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. 5.
Are you
Oh,
going all
5.
5?
for the full suite. All right.
All
well,
right then, Vija,
Yeah.
go for it.
Well, the information we get here is what's the Random Genius's only card.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
I'm out, but so close. So close.
no! Everyone but Earth Art had a flower.
Yeah.
So that sadly means
So sorry, Vija, I got to take one of your cards.
Go for it.
Yoink.
I should
so.
really just
This
leave
is
this out
awkward.
now, shouldn't I?
You probably should.
I mean, you
I
can
mean,
do.
it's Vija's turn to start next, so he's on one card, so he's got a bid.
How many
And I
skulls?
played blind, so I'm playing blind from here on out. I can't be bothered to look at my cards.
Right. I'm gonna go 4.
4.
Four. Okay. You know what? You can have your 4. I'll pass.
Yeah, sorry, you can have it, Vija. Kev.
I want to see you make the last decision between the 4th and 5th card. So I pass as well.
Random Genius.
Well, it was an honour playing games with you. 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
Double
Yeah,
skulls.
I'm out.
Double skull.
KO.
So unfortunately means the Random Genius is out. So
I
4
mean,
players
to
remain.
be fair, from that layout, it was either me or Vita that was going to go out that
Oh
turn.
god, yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
much.
probably.
Because we had multiple skulls revealed.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah.
So it
Right.
is Shadowfox to go first this time.
I raise.
No, you put.
Raise.
I put a card down.
4.
They look like chips. Oh, 4.
Oh.
Okay.
4. Vija.
4.
Yes.
There is.
There's 6 on the
6.
table. I bet 4.
Ah, too rich for my blood. Go for it.
Shadowfox.
Six.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Oh,
I have no idea what I put down, so good luck.
Well, my cards are
Yours.
mine are
3,
flowers.
2,
There's a flower for
3.
Vija.
Oh, so Vija's got a flower.
Yes.
We'll go for Earth first with a flower. Or a thistle, as we decided. We have for Kev with a flower and Earth
Oh.
with a skull.
Oh,
It was the last card.
I did not know I'd put that down. I honestly went blind. So
Could have gone
I
in with
apologize.
5.
I could have gone with 5. And in the order I picked, that would have actually won.
Yeah,
that
it
flipped?
would.
Mm.
Is that flipped, Shadowfox?
You-
Yeah, they're all flipped, yep.
much.
I'm still
Right.
playing blind, so I don't know what I just put down. It's my turn to start, isn't
Here's
it?
your turn again.
Bonk.
3.
Vija.
Or
Shadow
So,
Fox.
More.
pass.
Pass. Do you want to go all 5, Kev?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Ooh,
freaking
go on,
chance
you risk
yet.
it.
I can
risk
do
it,
this.
Yeah. Go on.
go for it.
Ta-da! Flower. Vija, what have you got? It's a flower.
Well, we knew VJ. had
We knew
a
Vija
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
flower.
Shadow Fox, what you got? It's a skull.
Oh, no.
There we go.
Oh!
I'm just glad to be able to. Hang on a second, let me shuffle these around.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, let me shuffle my card and then
Yeah.
put it back out.
Right, there we go.
Oh, la-di-da, look at all these
Take
people
that
with
one.
their cards.
The card.
I
Like
know.
Earthart before, yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's sad they
Ooh.
still don't have a point yet. So.
Shuffle, 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 shuffle. I don't know what's playing. Now I do.
Yeah, neither do I. And I think it's Kev's turn to start. So.
It's me,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick this one.
Oh,
Okay. Now what's
Then
you going
I-
to do for your actual turn?
Then for my actual turn. So there's only 4
And-
cards down at the minute.
four
And...
cards. You could say 2.
You could say 2.
Yeah?
Or you could just go 4 and stop anyone else from bidding.
Go
I
all
am
in.
going to say 2, actually.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Vija?
Right. What did you go for, sorry?
2.
You say 2.
2 of 4.
I'll go 3.
Shadow Fox?
I don't want that 4. I don't think. I think there's a thing you got skull.
I don't know. I picked blind.
Then therefore I think you have skull.
Yeah, fair enough. Sod it, why not? I'll go 4.
Go for it.
Uh,
Thistle for Earth Arts?
oh,
Oh.
You know, I've got Twitch very low in the background because Turbo is currently streaming as we do this. And at the exact moment you declared your score, Turbo just went la.
Go on, Kev, pick your card.
I pick this one, and its associated rights and privileges.
Fair enough.
I'm placing the card down blind, so I don't choose what it is, but then I look at the other cards.
Before I put, whose go is it first? Who's putting down first this time?
Vija.
Vija is.
Vija
Who's
is
just going to
betting.
put a bid
So
down.
she's gonna go down then, and yeah.
Vija has no choice but to bid and try and win in one turn.
Yes.
That's, oh, I don't know. We'll see what happens. What's his bid?
3.
3.
Oof. Shadowfox?
Pass for 3.
Pass.
3.1.
Doesn't work like that.
Rounded down. No, yeah. Again, I want to see Vija have a go here. Go on.
Alright.
All right, let's see.
So one safe.
We
on
know
one.
you've got a flower, so
Oh,
go.
Ah,
Vija is out.
Vija gone.
I'm shuffling these cards and then just randomly picking one.
You know what? I
So
probably
If
should
we
do the
just
same.
all agree,
But
Hang on, I can't
I'm
I
looking
can't
at
shuffle in my hand, so
Earthart, altering fate.
I'm looking at the remaining cards, so I know what's down there, but I don't
Altering
choose.
stack, please.
Three.
Okay, my cards won't stack anymore, so
There you go.
right now shuffle.
There we go.
Is it not? Are you not able to shuffle by just pressing R whilst in your hand?
No keyboard, remember?
I can do it.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Shuffle.
I can shuffle your cards for you.
So it was Vija says Shadowfox now.
So I could just say 3 and possibly win.
Yeah, you could.
Go
Or I
for
could say
it.
2 and let you choose.
Go for it. Be brave.
I choose 2. Now it's
You
up to you.
choose 2. All right. Well.
All right. I choose 2. 3. So no.
You can't choose 2. I choose 2.
In that case, I choose 2.
I choose
in that
pass.
case,
Sorry.
I choose 15.
I pass. Sorry, my brain is no longer working.
You said 3 and then pass? I don't know. What do you want?
Wait,
This-
2, 3, pass. Which?
Yeah. I'm choosing pass. That is what I meant to choose,
Like, we should let him do the first thing that he says,
which was 2.
which was an invalid rule, which therefore means that you lose a card.
It is a card. I think also he's cheating, so we need to punish him by removing another card.
Do you
Yes.
want me to? Do you want me to just do 3?
Shall we remove a point as well? All right.
I want 0 points. as it is.
Yeah, -1. This is what needs to be done. You know, I bet 3 then.
Okay.
Let's see how the fates, altering fate, how the fates allow. Because I've got no idea what's on my card as well, and it is a flower.
Ooh.
Hey,
Ooh.
Who do you pick
Okay.
next?
whose hand do you want?
Next, I'll go for the we'll go in sort of decreasing odds. So, or rather increasing odds of getting the skull. Let's say. So in which case that means we go to Earthart's one next, which
Yeah, 'cause it's only
one of
33%.
3. So we've got
Yeah.
a 33% chance of maybe having a skull.
Do you want Monty Hall it?
And what? It's a spore. It's a
Ooh.
thistle.
It's a thistle.
So it's all on whether Shadowfox has drawn a skull on a card and then snuck it back into his deck and is going to pretend that that's his actual skull. Right. So the third one is a flower.
flower.
Oh,
It was
Okay.
Get a
it's a
point. My God.
it was a triple flower.
Triple flower round. Okay.
Shadowfox, you mind shuffling mine again?
Do. Okay. Again, the blind draw from all 3 of us. So whose
Yep.
go is it this time doesn't really matter. I think
Mine.
Say it's-
I'm putting another card in.
Earthart puts a card. He puts a card down.
Yeah. I want to see
I'm
more
not sure
numbers.
that's allowed.
It's your choice. You can put a card down, or you can bid some numbers.
No, I'm gonna put. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna bid a whole 2.
Shadowfox.
So I don't want to add another card to my pile. I'm gonna.
I will bid a whole 3.
That's true. You guys.
Now, Earthart, you can. Bid
I'm going all 4.
You going?
Yeah, I'm going all 4. See what I
All
got.
4. Okay.
No,
Oh,
you
he
got
got skull. Earthart skulled himself.
Yeah. All right. Go on, Shadowfox. You can take this one.
We'll take that upside down, yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
all face down.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
The joy of this is, though, of course, Earthart doesn't know which card he's lost and won't know
Because I'm still
at
not
any given
looking.
time. So we'll actually. I'm not sure if I shuffle those. Shuffle. That one in from the middle. Right.
And it's you to start.
This time I am going to play a card.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
So now there's 4 cards, and I look to Shadow Fox, who is the first person to put a bet.
And I'm going to say 3. I like giving someone a chance.
Yeah.
I'm
to see-
passing because I failed last time.
You're passing because you failed last time. Well, I'm passing because I'm no interest in doing this. So,
Fair enough.
Shadow Fox, you got 3 to flip.
So I have
okay.
a,
Well,
I have
it's
a
not
flower.
his skull. That's the first
That's
one.
just now. Do I? We'll go with. Earth. Earth has
Earthart's
a
one,
flower.
right? So you've got the first one.
I don't actually know if I still have
That's
my
that
skull
one.
or not.
First one of my ones.
Yep.
Yep. 3, 2,
Right, so-
1. Hey!
Yay! Shadow Fox
Happy?
wins.
Shadow
Shadow
Fox
Fox
wins.
wins. Yes.
Hey.
What
Did I still have
was
my
the
skull?
4th card? What
No,
was
I
the 4th
didn't.
cards. It
It
was
wasn't
a
a flower.
flower.
So
You
the
removed my skull.
I did
Oh,
remove.
well, there we go.
I removed your skull. My
Removed his
scorpion.
skull.
I don't need it.
While he wasn't looking, it was a very impressive sleight of hand.
Woo.
But
you go.
yes, that Shadow Fox wins.
Hey.
Yay.
Hey.
Hey.
Clap, 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 clap,
Bit
clap.
of luck and.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies. It's going
Thirsty for blood, actually craving for love. What you really want is the greed makes you go numb. Purposefully blocking good thoughts. Hey, please, not the doctor's about to be that patient, cause I'm about to knock him out cold. Bring him back, please. All lot of moves I make you know you like dance floor and doing this beat down and probably wish that you could fast forward. Don't you worry about it, say some roofing last words after do this, do that, and the third.
disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies. It's scarred. Some things may break me, but always get back at. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel down, disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you were laughing about behind my back. The tenacity I hold is hard to break down. It's too late for apologies. It's going
So, yes. Anyone like to go for some discussion?
Yeah, I can certainly give it a go. So, things that have happened over here for the last few months. Well, I think one of the main things that has happened is the fact that, well, over here, we've had the visitation of a very well regarded musical. I was trying to figure out what the word was for a second there. Sorry.
A theatrical performance.
A
Indeed,
theatre.
yeah.
A theatre
theatre.
performance with music. It isn't an opera.
What did you see at the theatre?
Well, just something very boring, really. Just American history, which Phil can confirm.
Written by
Or not.
Americans for Americans.
He's being. He's revising it for his green card. Don't worry.
Ah, fair enough. So yes, in case you haven't picked up on the references and such, Hamilton has made its appearance over here in the UK, and they had, as of this recording, it is closing night tonight.
How long were they there
and-
for then?
They've been there. I calculated this out because I was speaking with Ram the Dragon and Dusk regarding this, and we calculated that I think they were there for 49 or 50 days, covering 60 shows total.
Okay.
Yeah, Hamilton's kind of popular,
Yeah.
unsurprisingly, considering the fact it's a worldwide phenomenon. So yeah, in case you don't know about Hamilton, it's basically the story of one of the founding fathers of America, Alexander Hamilton, but told through contemporary song and such. So it's got sort of your traditional musical show tunes, but it's also got raps, and it's also got some sort of R&B style stuff, and a very diverse musical styles. So if you're not keen on one of them, you're going to enjoy another one, guaranteed. Now, I'd seen Hamilton on Disney Plus when they did the theatrical recordings a while back, but to actually see it in person is completely different. It's just the atmosphere, the sort of how everything feels and how everything hits. It's just so much better.
Music's so much better when it's in person because it just
is.
sounds different.
It is. And yeah, it was very busy, unsurprisingly. To the shock of no one, the show has been sold out. But yeah, no, it was well worth going to see. I recommend it for those who have the chance to go see it, even if it is on the pricey side. But to be fair, having looked at other tickets in the last few days that Kev can confirm, I have been looking into. Certainly, there are others that are more expensive.
Yes. This would be a certain wrestling organization which is coming over to the UK and specifically Edinburgh to do a big show.
Glasgow.
Is it Glasgow?
It's Glasgow, yes.
Oh, that's a shame. I mean, yay.
I,
Yay.
I mean, there is another wrestling company that's doing a show in Edinburgh. But not the
I'm
one
sure
you're
there
thinking of.
is. I'm sure there is, but yes, it's very expensive. Very expensive.
Yeah, but regardless,
A little too rich for your blood, as we were saying earlier. Or-
yeah, I'll tell you after the recordings.
A little bit too rich for anyone's blood here.
$1 million.
But going back into topic, Hamilton itself, well worth going to see if you can afford to see it, and you're interested in musicals and the like. So yeah, well worth going to see. terms of other things, I actually got around to seeing the new Wonka film.
Oh,
Okay.
There's a
okay.
new Wonka film.
Yeah,
It's the
Prequel.
It's the prequel to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory that was made last year and released earlier this year. Basically, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. To be
Oh, really?
honest, yeah. So okay. I'll get the nexus out of the way first. It lacks the edge that the original Willy Wonka film had, the one with Gene Wilder. It doesn't have that. If I was to say in chocolate terms, the Wonka film that was released with Timothée Chalamet and co, it's white chocolate. Absolutely lovely bar of white chocolate. It can be a little sweet though if you have too much of it. The Gene Wilder one is kind of like a nice milk chocolate, but with a hint of extra darkness to it. So it's a very well balanced thing, but there's a little undercurrent of bitterness to it. And that's, I think, what's lacking from the film. But this is me nitpicking here because I actually really enjoyed it. The Wonka film is done by the same team that did the two Paddington films. So it's directed by Paul King, written by Paul King and Simon Farnaby. I think it's written by both of them. Definitely directed by Paul King. Basically, if you enjoyed the Paddington movies, you're going to enjoy this film. It's pretty much the same kind of tropes, the same kind of feeling of the world and such, and it's all very nice. It doesn't have the Roald Dahl sort of undercurrent of stuff to it that some of the books have, but it's enjoyable. And if you just want an hour and a half of just really just enjoyable cinema and some surprisingly good songs, I actually came into it thinking, oh, it's too bad, and then I thought, oh yeah, I forgot this was a musical. And
Ooh, it's a nice
Timothée
little-
Chalamet does a really good job actually as Wonka, as a sort of a younger Wonka who's sort of idealized and sort of trying to see everything in the most optimistic viewpoint. A very Paddington-like character.
But the
So, yeah,
trailers
no.
the trailers that I saw, it all looked, they say, quite magical in its trailers. Like actually, less mysticism, more straight up magic. Is that?
There is that kind of. Yeah. They lean into the more mystical elements or the more fantastical elements of his chocolate creations. And it's very much a case of, here's the MacGuffin to get us out of this current predicament. Here's a chocolate that we're going to create. Or we're going to do something that's linked to the chocolate we're going to create. So yeah, I mean, is it going to set the world alight? No. Is it going to win best film of the year? No. Is it something that I would recommend to people who just want to have a good, enjoyable film? Yeah. I mean, you could do a lot worse. There are a lot worse stuff out there, and honestly, I would recommend this above the Tim Burton film.
No, fair.
Even if the Tim Burton film did have Christopher Lloyd in it.
I'm quite happy. I'm happy to say
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Yeah. I'm happy to say, like, more movies or shows that are entertainment can just be flawed fun, just simple fun movies. Nothing. We don't need another, I don't know, Lord of the Rings or Ulysses or War and Peace. Sometimes you just need something you can deal with.
Yeah, and that is. Listen, what you've said. It's earlier. It was comfort. Comfort viewing, and that's pretty much what it is. It is just sort of a comfort film. It's not too grand. It's not sort of going to be trying to save the world or sort of take down an ancient. It's just someone who's making chocolate and wants to make other people happy, and it's just, yeah, you just need more of these kind of films. And now it makes me want to watch Paddington 2 again, which honestly, Honestly, no lie, Paddington 2 is one of the best films I've seen.
I am obviously this horrendous, heartless individual. Sorry, Earth, I'm nicking you a bit here. Because I have zero interest in seeing either of the Paddington films at all.
No, same here though. To be fair, they're nice movies, but I'm sure they're nice movies. But it's just like I've got better things to do with my days.
I've seen some
But-
clips because it was part of the YouTube algorithm for a bit.
But there's two things Wonka. Number one is that a random Wonka fact: Turbo is absolutely addicted to the tie-in energy drinks, which he has been drinking far too many of. It was like, what's in Turbo's fridge? It's like these like these Wonka energy drinks, which are really tasty, which are on sale, and he had loads of them. The counter in the kitchen was full of empty cans. I'm just like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing? But moreover, I am a big fan of Wonka, despite the fact I've not seen it yet. I'm a big fan of Wonka specifically because it's got Patterson Joseph in it
Indeed.
as Slugworth.
Indeed. He
Patterson
plays-
Joseph, the best Doctor Who we never got.
True. He does a fantastic job in the film. Really does.
Absolutely.
And also Matthew Baton from Horrible Histories and Ghosts. He's also in it as well.
If you don't know who Patterson Joseph is, by the way, listeners, there's an easy way to describe it. He's either, if you're old enough, the guy who played the Marquis de Carabas in the original BBC TV adaptation of Neil Gaiman's Neverwhere. Therefore, awesomely cool dude in a big, massive leather trench coat, talking as if everyone else is just, well below him. Alternatively, he is the male contestant in the Numberwang sketches. So which probably more Americans would understand that bizarrely, but yes, an interesting situation there. But yeah, no, I was delighted to find out that he was playing Slugworth. So amazing, well done, director, well done casting.
So that's that. And in terms of games, gonna deviate. I'm gonna go to my main game I've been playing for the a little bit, but I am gonna deviate a little bit and actually talk about board games. Because those who know me
Ooh.
know that I do enjoy my board games. And what I have been doing is recently finished off something that I quite enjoy, which are legacy board games. So basically board games with a story. And something that I've just finished has been a legacy board game based on a game series called Betrayal in the House on the Hill.
Ah, yes.
A few people here have probably played it. For those who do not know, it is basically a explore a haunted house, collect items, deal with weird, spooky stuff until something called a haunt happens. And when the haunt happens, one or more, or in some cases none, of the players becomes what is known as a traitor, and the game changes. And there are something like 50 different scenarios which the game can divulge down into different themes or different sort of spoofs on classic horror tropes and such. And basically, it's either the heroes survive or the traitors win, whatever the game scenario does. What this legacy game does is that basically goes, okay, we're going to be using the same sort of families. So basically, each player has its own family, and we're going to be using the same boards for the rooms. But you can add stickers to them to make, say, oh, this room now has a secret passage, and throughout all of the rest of your games, that room has that secret passage. Items you can collect can be given bonuses for certain families. So something that can say, oh, you can add one die to a roll that you want to make if you have it as your special family heirloom, special family item. You go, oh, this now gives you 2 dice. And basically, it sort of builds up over the course of, I think it was 14 games. And basically, there's this grand story that you're playing through, and each sort of game session is just one subsection of that story and such, and it keeps building and building and building. In terms of game, it was fine. Balance, not good, I have to say. But not balanced in 2 ways. The first way is the fact that whoever is picked as the traitor is random, and we had it that the same person was the traitor for about 10 of the games.
Oof, yeah.
It was not good. Second of all is the fact that the actual haunts themselves did feel a bit unbalanced, and that's a critique of the base game as well. If for whatever reason the person who's the traitor is the one that has ended up finding all of the items, then you're kind of scuppered, because they have all of the weapons, they have all of the special boons and abilities that they can call upon to do stuff. You just got, I don't know, a sickle. And it's just, yeah, it's a problem that the base game has, is that it can be unbalanced when the haunt starts, because it is random. It is down to chance, and that kind of does flatten things a bit. And we've had it that games have just been so one-sided that just hasn't quite felt right. Yeah, I think the problem is that the game is fine, but it has flaws. It doesn't feel as grand as other legacy games I've played. The team here can confirm that we have played a legacy game in the past,
Yes.
offline, which was a legacy version of Risk, and that had all sorts of bonuses and stuff you could do. And yeah, this one just didn't have as much.
I'm trying to remember who won that. Was that Vija that won that one?
Hang on, I am going to check, because I think I still have my
Still
my
have the
notes.
Oh god,
Jeez.
going back a few years now, isn't it?
Ah,
Yeah,
true,
it's been a
true.
while.
Once I find that, I can basically go, yeah. If you like Betrayal on the House on the Hill, certainly give it a go. It is fun. It's just if you've played other Legacy games, it doesn't quite scratch that spot, if that makes sense.
I've generally been heard that legacy games tend to work better with co-op games than they do with competitive games, with one major
Yes.
exception.
Yes.
So that doesn't surprise me with Betrayal on House Hill. I have played it. I've seen more games of it being played than actually played it myself. I believe I played it with Kevin Vija when they came to visit me once in my place. But that was a while back.
Yeah. Okay, I've just found my notes, and yeah, the person who won our game of Risk Legacy was Kevin.
Oh, it was
Hey,
Kevin.
well done, Kev.
Yes.
Yes,
I-
all hail the planet Bob.
Damn straight. But it was really. I think it was really close. Wasn't it really close to like being dusk forever?
It was.
And then, yeah, I don't know. I felt like Vija came out of nowhere to come up almost.
Yes, Vija suddenly was a big threat as well. But I'm afraid you all had to be stamped out.
I remember none of this.
So that's board game diversion.
Which myself, Shadow Fox, and Kevin might take over next month.
Yeah.
In terms of actual video games, I'm gonna touch on this briefly because I have waffled on for far too long, as is always the case with this. But I do want to make this. I do want to mention this game I have been playing a lot of recently over the last sort of couple of months. Has to be the remake of Persona 3. So Persona
Hey.
3 Reload. Hey, I got to mention it somewhere.
That's fine.
So yeah, basically it is a reimagining, technically, of the third Persona game that was released for the PlayStation 2, I think nearly 20 years ago now.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
quite an old game.
Mm.
And basically it's just to bring it back to your protagonist arrives at this school that he has been transferred to, and weird things happen during the night. A mystical thing known as a dark hour, in which mysterious creatures known as shadows roam a tower known only as Tartarus, and you've got to try and figure out what the dark hour is. What are shadows?
John, what have you been doing up this tower called Tartarus?
None of your business.
And basically the whole thing is that, it's a JRPG. You go around and try and figure out what's going on with this dark hour and the shadows and whatnot. And basically, for those who have played other Persona games like Persona 5 Royal or Persona 4 Golden, you see the startings of a lot of the tropes from those games. So you start to introduce the social links, but they're not as developed as what they are, and that's kind of one of my critiques of the games: the fact that they had the opportunity to actually rework some of the social links and make it more in line with what you expect in, say, Persona 5. So I'm just going to mention this. Persona 5, you have the option of having social links with all of the main characters in your team. So you can build up those links, you can start getting better abilities for them, and in the end, you can get better boons. In Persona 3 Reload, so in the original Persona 3, you only had social links with female members of the team, because romance options. So, and all the male members of the team just got swept to one side. In Persona 3 Portable, where you had the female protagonist, they flipped it on its head in this case of, oh, all the men have social links and the women get nothing. So you had the opportunity of having both in this game, and they kind of just gone, nah, let's just keep social links with what we had in the base game, which is fine. It just, I would like to have had a proper social link branch with some of the people from the team. Like a proper social link branch with Akihiko, rather than the glimpses that you get that could have almost possibly maybe have been that, which they've added into the game, but they've kind of just not quite fleshed out. And some of the older ones are still there, which are kind of a bit eh. If you know the Magician social link, yeah, you know that one.
I didn't get that far in the original.
It's one of the first ones that's unlocked, and it's kind of really you're just keeping this in. Okay, fine. I don't agree with it, but fine. So yeah, it's fun. I'm finding it fun, and they've added a ton of great quality of life improvements to the game. And they've also removed one of the worst things that they had in Persona 3, which was the sickness system.
Yes.
I hated that. Absolutely hated that. So I'm glad they removed that, and I'm also glad the fact that you can actually control your characters in your party this time. Something that Persona 3 Portable did do as well, but yeah, those who played FES, no, you gotta hope that Yukari actually did her healing spells rather than attack the wind-resistant enemy with her wind attacks, which has happened far too many times. But yeah, it's a case of, what I will say is that if you enjoy, say, Persona 4, Persona 5, or the original Persona 3, grab it, give it a try, and you'll probably enjoy it. For those who are looking to as an introduction to the game series itself, maybe not. I'd probably advise going for Persona 5.
Yeah, 5's probably the safest option.
But
I mean, I've only played the original 3, 4, and 5, and only finished 4 and 5, so...
yeah. So yeah, I recommend it, because then again, Shin Megami Tensei fan here, so take that with a huge grain of salt. But yeah, if you like Persona games, or JRPGs, give it a go. If you're looking for introduction to the system or to the series, pick Persona 5. It just does what Persona 3 Reload does, but a little bit better. But hey, that's just me. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to chat about tonight. Lest we run on to another 15 episodes.